Hello, welcome to another Roadie video. As you can see, he's looking at me here. He's waiting to go for the walk. I've just finished locking up the front door and was putting the keys in my pocket. And very nice to see Roadie calmly waiting. He was not under instruction. He was just doing that of his own free choice. I think we'll call that progress, and quite a lot of it from him dashing out the door as fast as he could not that long ago. So this is a full hour session, no treadmill. That was on Tuesday. The weather hasn't been very good. It's not currently raining at this point, but I'm fairly sure it starts raining on us not long into the walk. So as you might imagine, with not very good weather, it's not the busiest of videos. We do see some people, we see some kids going on to the football ovals, cricket ovals, because they're going to play cricket. We do see a dog or two, one of which is up relatively close, so we do have the opportunity to do a little bit of work there. But generally speaking, as far as Roadie's videos go, this is not a busy one. I will jump in and talk as necessary. I can't remember if I'm mic'd up or not. I think I am, so I don't think the wind noise is a problem. And otherwise, I'll just leave you to it and enjoy the lovely scenery. And yeah, it definitely does rain on us. It threatens to thunder as well. I do say on the audio, if it starts thundering, we're running home quickly. It doesn't get that far, but it does rain on for a bit on us. So yeah, you just got to go with what the weather throws at you. Not a lot you can do. So I will try and avoid just filming that nonsense. Ironically, I even have sunglasses on my head. It's weirdly bright grey. This is Melbourne and anything can happen with the weather. So I'm keeping the leash short than I like to. Said it before, say it again, because I only have one hand holding a camera. And I want to have a little bit more control than I would otherwise feel the need to have. So yeah, this is basically up to Roadie where we go and what we do. I'm going to give him that free choice. Last time I did, he walked back around his own street, and then we went around the park. Previous times he's taken me to the mall and somewhere near there that we'd never been before. I'd be quite happy to repeat that. Something down there very smelly. I don't know what, we'll just wait for him to rejoin me. There we go. And we're off. Okay, so going this direction, we are going to come across properties I know have dogs. Given the weather, I would be pretty darn shocked if any of them are out. Like I said, it's not been nice today. My other client, Zara, you've seen her on the channel. She didn't want to walk today because it was raining. She doesn't like walking in the rain. And the road's dry here, which is weird. But yeah, it was raining back at home. And she didn't want to walk. She got out the front door down to the end of her driveway, had a nose about, walked about 20 metres further down the road and turned around and went home. And that was the end of that. But that's Zara. Roadie's not a massive fan of the rain, but he does like being out, so we'll see. I'm not a massive fan of the rain either, by the way. It's not my thing, especially here where it really can get heavy. And we do have an in-place thunderstorm warning for this afternoon and this evening, so yeah, if I got to cut this short, I got to cut this short. We'll work on what we get. Oh, he's peeing again. There's another big one. He's been going for 10 seconds. Do you have any other internal organs other than a bladder? Okay, so we've been past one house. I know there's a dog. Currently going past another house. I know there's dogs. This one usually hangs around in the front, but given the weather and the fact that a large portion of where the dog hangs out is not undercover, I'd be very surprised if it was there, and it's not there. So we're just walking on. Here he is. No trouble at all. We get the end of this road. I always take a wide berth round this corner because the fences are head high and I can't see. We really don't like the idea that someone on a scooter or a bike or just someone with another dog is going to come marching around that corner. So do like to see. Roadie's been walking all right so far. There was just a pull from him just then, but he did respond to my back pressure, so I've not done anything about it. Just carried on. He's picking up the pace a little bit, so yeah, this is what I mean. I can't see around that fence at all. It could be someone on a bike, a scooter, unlikely given the weather, but I don't like not being able to see. Right, Roadie's heading weird direction. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, wait, for him to choose. He wants to cross the road. We'll do that in a two-step process. I have no issue being on that side of the road. That's where he wants to go, but we're not going to do that in a one when I can't see around the fence. Thank you very much. But if he wants to walk on this side of the road, I'm up. We're good. We can go. We'll enforce a straight across onto the matching footpath, not let him deviate from that. Right. So, never walked this side of the road with him before. He's already off into someone's house. Tells you how interesting the smells are around here, doesn't it? No, there's cats. I know there are cats here. I remember we walked down here and he was staring at the cat from the other side of the road. So I know they're here. Wouldn't be at all surprised if that's what was going on. We've got a pull. Stop. I wouldn't be at all surprised if that's what's got his interest. I don't think it was this house though. We just walked into a car. Excellent. Okay, we've still got a pull, so I'm going to slow him down a bit here. No, he's just off. He's not with me anymore, so we'll sort that out. Fly in my eye, that's not very fun. Sorry, the camera shook. Just shaking my head. Right, what have we got? Unlikely that even a cat would be out somewhere in what is effectively rubbish. Right. A little pull, he's bouncing off the end of the leash, but he's responding. So why am I not correcting a bounce off the end of the leash? Say correcting, that's not the right word. Scrub that. Why am I not stopping? Because really, once you get to the point where you're beginning to get a relationship with the dog, and they do have an understanding of how to walk nicely, and he does. What I want to take to the, or what I use to take it to the next level, is I want the dog to choose to be where I am, really close. So this is how I did it with Rollo, my dog. Started off with, I'm always doing, I think in fact this is the house with the cat, sorry. This is how I did it with my dog. Started off with giving more leash than this. But we're in a narrow space and I've only got one hand. Obviously I had two hands with my dog, but basically once I had him in some form of understanding, and Roadie does it, you saw it in the last couple of walks, he knows what I'm doing and where I'm going, and I just wait for him to join me in that. So once I got to that stage with Rollo, then it was a case of, right, now I'm going to ignore the pulling and I'm going to put it on your shoulders to choose to be where I am. I'm going to not be a punishing person anymore. We're getting towards that point with Roadie, and that sounds mental, I know. It sounds like, well, I'm just giving the dog whatever it wants and it's going to drag me across the world. Yeah, for a bit. It's not pretty. It does feel and sound counterintuitive, but once you've got the dog able to behave, when Roadie's in the space now, he's getting his exercise needs met, pretty much met. It's a little bit of effort still to go on that. The dog being in your presence as a calming and confidence building influence to the dog is somewhere they will start wanting to be. Once the world has stopped being that crazy, scary and exciting, super interesting and distracting place, it is, I find, more important and more beneficial to the relationship with the dog that you stop just trying to teach it to walk nicely on a leash via punishment, he says as he stops, because that was way too much. And you start just letting the dog work out that you're going through life relaxed, easy, happy and calm. And the magic happens in those moments when the dog realises, unlike Roadie's doing now, that that's what they can have. They can be happy, relaxed, easygoing and calm. And it takes time. I'm not gonna lie, I was doing walks with my dog Rollo twice a day, every day, and to get him into good shape on the leash without being a clown, without pulling me around like an idiot, took about 4 months, twice a day for an hour, longer at weekends. It's a grind. Bit by bit, we got there. Right, there's a weird guy hanging around here. Hopefully he hasn't got a dog. Bit by bit, it gets there. And now you've seen the videos of Rollo off leash in places. That's where it gets you in the end. But it's not good looking. It's incredibly frustrating. It's slow, but it works in the long term. And that's why I keep doing it. And it's the same with this guy. We're pretty much there. Sorry, he just went to sniff that guy who stepped away because he's scared. Didn't say I'd do anything, I just took a pace and slowed, and Roadie chose to come back where I am. So I mean, we are getting to the point, perhaps I'm going a little bit early with this, getting to the point where this method will work. I think we're probably slightly too early. I think he needs another exercise session a week, and we'll work on that. We'll get a treadmill for him. So agreed to help sort that out with the owner. So we will do that. We will get there. Once he's running for half an hour twice a week, I think this is going to really accelerate him into being able to walk nicely. But it does involve a change of technique. The stop start does have utility, does help, does do some good work. Ultimately, it is a middle step from, look, pulling's not going to get you what you want. Every time you do it, I'm just going to stop. It introduces a different thought process, slows the dog's brain down. That's when, once they're actually slow and they're able to think about things, that's when the importance of, hey, look, I'm actually relaxed and calm. Come feel that aura and come exist in it. That becomes very attractive. But a dog that's all wound up and going full speed everywhere all the time can't formulate the brain power or detect that calm aura from you. They just can't do it. That's why exercise is so important, and also why you do need a little bit of that stop start. Didn't really have to do it with my dog, but it was my dog, so it's different. He already knew me, he lived with me, we had a different relationship. This is someone else's dog. Oh, I can hear a dog barking. Don't know where from. Probably in a car if I'm flipping neck ready to think about it. Right, I am going to stop him there. That was ridiculous. He's got a smell up his nose. Don't know where from. Don't know what. Presume it'll be an animal of some description. I can't hear barking. Yeah, he wants to go in there. So there's an animal track in there. Probably a dog. Okay. So he's relaxed, and we can move on. Nice. Yeah, you can see he's digging his shoulders down again now, so his interest levels of me have waned. He's not, is there a cyclist coming? He's not so interested in where I am or what I'm doing. He just wants to get through. Yeah, there's a cyclist coming, so we're going to have to switch off path, come out the way. Or did they go down the side street? No, here they come. Okay, so we'll just get out of the way, roads. Thank you.
You Steffi?
Yeah. So, as you see, Roadie's not bothered, but I've got to get him out of the way of the bike. I don't want him getting hit by a bike. I don't need him jumping up bikes. He's pulling really hard to get. So again, we're going to stop. It's not really what I wanted. I thought Roadie was going to be a bit better than this. But hey, let's react to what we got. We'll go back to a little bit of stop-start if we have to. Right, we're going to head that way, I think. I mean, I don't care. If he wants to go straight down the street, we can go straight down the street. This is his choice. I know where I am. Yeah, I've driven down here several times. I'm not lost. Good. Whether Roadie's ever been down here or not, I have no idea. He's watching people on the bus. No, he's not. He's watching something over there. Don't know what. Or weirdo. Roadie, you're weird. Thought he was watching someone on the bus. Don't know what that was about. That was proper odd. Okay, he's got a bit of a march on. He's slowed down, good. Yes, here we go. His head's going down a bit, which tells me he's about to go into a hard pull. I'm not interested in that. Look around. Yeah, he's just pulled me again. Done a double dip, boy. Yeah, we're not playing that game. Some interesting sandbags on the roof, but this is where the tornado came through, so there is still some damage to houses from that. I'll wait for him to relax a bit more on this. I'm not particularly comfortable with this. There we go, he's relaxed. Right, he's off again. Oh, we'll wait. He's not with me. He wants to go. Right. Bit better. So one's going to assume that there's some very interesting smells down here. The fact that he's not going near that or the telegraph pole is curious. Would like to know his motivations for that, and by this tree as well. There must be smells by these trees. So what's driving you, boy? What is driving you? And he's just pulling. Now we are going to have to take this back a step. Not putting up with this. Roadie, I know you know how to walk nicely. You've done it several walks this last couple of weeks. He's off again. Oh, we'll wait. We will just wait. If you can't be calm, you don't get to go. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not going to come out on the camera. There's some interesting stuff ahead of us on the back of a trailer. Okay, so he's now leaning into this in an attempt to go. So I'm going to lean back on it. Oh, yawn. Okay. Interesting. You don't generally do a lot of that. I've seen you do it occasionally. Okay. Of note then, Roadie has yawned, so perhaps he hasn't been down here before. Maybe this is new. I might not be quite so hard on him. Yeah, whatever is going on there. There we go, he's found the smell. The old Roadie came back, a lunge to the smell. Yeah, lovely. I'm going to take a wide berth here so I can't see what's coming around the corner. Not because I'm trying to take him in a different direction, it is purely because I can't see. There's a cat wearing a flower. Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera. Let's switch to one view. That cat has a sunflower on. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that is funny. That is funny. Okay, well, what he's looking at here, that must have all sorts of crazy smells. There's children's toys everywhere, scrap things, yeah. Giant dog poo he literally walked over without even noticing. What does that tell you about where a dog's head's at? Just literally walk over a dog poo. The nose, which is up to 100,000 times more sensitive than my own, he is literally 10 centimeters from a dog poo and it doesn't even register. Good signs that he's not really settled at the moment. Right, we've got a pedestrian coming. Okay. I think that's a park. That's probably where Roadie's taking me. Oh, there's a bus stop here. We can go to the bus stop. Okay. And we will go to the... Oh, the park's here. Where did that guy come from? Oh, there's a KFC box. We'll keep him away from that. I don't want any part of that. Thank you. Right, where's this? Oh, there's an off-leash dog over there. Right. Let's go around the bus stop. And we will head elsewhere. Right, Roadie, we're going to go across the road because Don't like off-leash dog idea. Thank you very much. Nice that they're doing some training with the dog and all that. And it's now trying to play with the guy that's... So there's the dog. It's now harassing the guy that's walking across the park. I don't think he's enjoying that, I'll be honest. Or maybe he is. Oh, he is, he's petting the dog. He is enjoying it. So, good decision. That dog would come bounding over to us and we'd have a problem. Oh, there's a really fluffy cat there. This is the cat alley then. Okay. Oh, I know where that park is. Yeah, it's by the shop. So we've already walked past the other side of that. So again, case in point, I'm not playing games with other people's dogs. Roadie's not ready for an off-leash to come running up to it. We've got to do a lot more work around dogs. Got to get him back to dog parks where I'm not going to be run up on by off-leash dogs, and we could just exist, do some stuff outside the fence and really get into some desensitization, because he is very sensitive to other dogs. That would have not been... Oh, this one's off leash too. Oh my word. What is wrong with people? Alright, if anything goes wrong here, I'm going to drop the camera and intervene. This dog's going behind the car. I will chuck Roadie over that fence probably. Right, you come over here, boy. Look at him. Hello. Oh, there's a dog behind the fence. And it's starting to rain. Love it. Okay. Roadie is so super. Look at the state of him. I think we're about as far away from the house as we could get for the hour. We're nearly halfway. Okay, so I'm leaning on this leash because he's pulling me, and I'm just going to wait. All we're doing is waiting. Dog's not coming over here. It's doing well. And here he is. Nice. No stress. I'm going to move on. I say to people over and over again, calm is king. Being able to influence things like that through calm is vital, but it's hard. It's hard when you know you're walking around with a dog that isn't going to go well if that one comes over here. I'm not saying it would go horrendously and we would go into a vet. It just, Roadie tell that other dog he wants nothing to do with it, go away. He saw the hard stare. He's super interested, but it's just not friendly. It's just not. Right, where do we go from here, boy? That is the main road. So, can we go up? One more, don't know. We keep walking. Don't really want to go along the main road. It's going to be noisy and rubbish. But the loop that we can do, if I remember where the turning is to the road, turn left. Or we just literally turn around and go back where it came from. And he can follow the smells of the dog. Not a bad idea. What we're not doing is crossing that road ahead of us. That's a dual carriageway, a very, very busy road. We're not playing that game. Ugh. Someone's lunch has been dropped and stepped on. Okay. Don't know where this road goes. Does that go roughly where we want? Probably. What? Carry on. He's staring at something. Don't know what he's staring at. Okay. No, we'll go down here. No, I don't want to walk along the main road. I think that would just be too noisy. So we'll go this way. Ugh, fly in my ear. Get ready, we'll come round here.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you? We're good, thank you. Well, I can smell that freshly cut grass. Right, I've never been down here before either, so it's completely new to me, completely new to him. And if I get lost, I get the map out on my phone. So I have no idea where I am. I've driven along the road we've just turned off a lot. Yeah, shake it out. But I've never driven down here. So, let's have some fun. Go somewhere I don't know. There's a little pull from him. Not too bad. The house is empty. I can see something in the window there. Rabbit, maybe? Big rabbit? Don't know. Unable to decipher. Not sure what he's doing. Smelling something. The rain's getting a bit heavier. Typical, isn't it? That's a court, so that's probably a dead end. So we'll keep walking. No one's coming this way. Ah, we are going to get run over. Excellent. That truck smells good, doesn't it? A ute, sorry, not a truck. Definitely got a good whiff off that. Okay, so there's another road down there, which might be bringing us back onto the main road. Not sure. Someone doing some gardening here. I'll keep going. Sorry, flies in my face. I'm moving the camera out of the way. So as you saw, or maybe didn't on the camera, Roadie back to being his usual self with people, not bothered at all. We gave the old man a sniff, the old man's fine. Said I'm not too worried about him with people. We should go back to the shopping mall past the school when it's emptying. It's good for him to see all of that craziness going on because that's intense, and he did super at it last time. But I know his issue isn't people, it's dogs. Whilst it's good for him, it's a limited use in trying to get him to where I need to be in general. There are bigger problems to deal with. But it all helps, all general overall calmness and ability to cope with things all helps. It's all important. Okay, so electric scooter coming. No, they've stopped. Alright. People parking up. Let's keep going. Alright, this is the T-junction, so I have to guess left or right here. Smell something fun. There's a lot of traffic coming around here. Really know what's going on. Oh right, we've come here. I know where we are. Right, we'll walk down this side of the road then, shall we? Yeah, okay. Right, we've come back in a loop. So if we follow this road round, we will end up back on the road, main road that goes towards the park that we usually walk around. That'll do. Sure. I'm quite happy with that. little bit of a pull then, no, not too bad. It's settled down quite a lot. It was just a bit of bouncy energy at the start. Don't know. Sorry, I'm not filming very well there. In fact, I think that is the park right in front of me there. Yeah, it is. Cool. Well, we'll go around that then and call that a day. If that's where he wants to go, I'm going to give him the choice. If he wants to go back into the neighbourhood and walk on the other side of the road, that's also fine. No one indicated to come down here, so we'll cross. Oh, yes there is. Well, you have indicators for a reason. As you make the turn, it's too late. Idiot. Really helpful for the drivers behind you too, when you use your indicators as you make the manoeuvre. Oh, you didn't like that noise, huh? That made him turn around and look at me. Yeah, that gets his attention. His ears prick up. Yeah, his ears really go for that noise. Interesting. I learned something about you today. Huh. Did not know that about you, Roadie. Curious. Okay, so we are back to the main road, which his home road ends up on, and this is the park we often walk around. He's heading in that direction, so I've no reason to not see what he wants to do. It's still going to be flooded because it's been raining a lot, so we can't actually get round that bit. We will have to go to the end of the park and turn left. He's just putting in a little bit of a pull here. Yeah, not liking that so much, mister. Not liking that so much. It's not awful, it's just a little pull here and there. So when we get past this silver car in front of us, that's probably going to be the time to cross the road. Yeah. Okay, some school children on the left at the kids' park. Again, not really worried about that. Got a proper double garage. 2.5 garages. Yeah, these are sold as double garages, and they're not. They're 1.5 cars at best. They are sold as double garages. And if you park 2 cars in there next to each other, of a moderately sized family car, you get both in the garage, but nobody's getting out. I nearly walked into it because it stopped. Okay, so here's the silver card. Yeah, we'll cross the road in a minute. There's a crossing there. Cool. That'll work nicely. This'll do. Oh, there's a cat. We'll see if he notices the cat. So I change my mind because there's a cat in the window. He hasn't noticed it. Nope, completely unaware. Right, we shall cross the road here. He's facing the opposite direction to me. Here he comes, slowly. Okay, we can go across here, roads. Let's go. And we will head this way. go around the back of the construction and onto the gravel path and head up into the distance. Places you've seen before many times. Right, I think what we'll do, as that was the novel part of the walk, nothing about this bit is novel. If we come across dog, or I can do some work around something else, be it an animal or thing, I will get the camera back out. Otherwise, I'll probably stop for a while, maybe. Fly in my ear, go away. Oh, there's a knot in my leash. Excellent. That's what we love, isn't it? I have no idea how I did that. Oh, let's see if we can sort that out. No, we can't. I've basically, by clipping Roadie in at the angle I clipped him in on the leash, I've tied a loop round the rest of the leash. Oh, that's genius of me. Alright, we'll carry on for a minute. He's just spotted the children at the park. He's interested, or if he's otherwise distracted, I will try and unknot my leash. Sorry, the camera's going to point at some. Do you know what? I'll stop. Okay, I'm back. Took 30 seconds to unknot the leash. So, good time to talk about skill of doing nothing. Some trainers call it the art of doing nothing. But yeah, your dog, once you stop walking in a situation like that, dog should just stop walking and wait for you. Roadie was pretty good at it. He was pacing a bit, but he didn't actually try and drag me off in a different direction. But he did pace up and down around me. The goal is when you stop, your dog stops and either just sits down or lays down or just stands there for a bit and waits for you. So not horrendous. So you can see I'm letting him have some leash here. Why not? He's in the park. I can see what's coming and who's coming. Although I don't want to get caught out by a bicycle behind me. That would be bad. I'll switch views a sec. I prefer the other one. Yeah, so I'm giving him a bit of extra leash here. We are going to have to go up to the right. Once we get up onto the footpath up there, I will be shortening it again. And we'll walk on a short leash by the road. But whilst I can, I don't mind him having a bit of extra leash whilst I've got good visibility of the surrounding area. Now, I do wonder if he's going to try and take me down to the water, which is fine. I don't know which way he's going to try and go. Yeah, again, it's up to him. This is his walk to go where pleases him. Up to a point. I'm not getting myself wet, thank you very much. If he wants to go in the water, that's all right by me. But if we go up near the road, that'll be time to wrap him back up on a short leash and do that. I wasn't filming. Sorry, I was distracted by a bit of grass on my hand. It tickled me. I thought it was an insect on me. But Roadie was checking in with me before he walked on. That was really nice to see. Oh, sorry, I'm wrapping the leash up and I'm getting flies in my nose. Oh, I hate this sometimes. Well, that's why the camera's everywhere. I'm having to use two hands to wrap the leash up because it looks like we are going to go up to the road. In fact, I'm just going to cut this out of the footage. You can go where you want, boy. Back on a short leash. We're going to go through here. Alright. See what we see. Okay, someone coming on a scooter. Maybe two people on the same scooter. No, you won't see that behind the trees. You're not going to come through very easily. Are they going to brave the water? There's a duck on the water over there. That's how flooded the path is. There's a duck on the path in the water. Curious. Already seen said duck. Well, the scooter people are braving it. They have gone all the way through. Impressive. Roadie's after the duck. Interesting. fine. So I do what I always do, and he can look. He has about a 1 in a million chance of getting anywhere near it because it can see him coming. So I'm just going to slow down, stay calm, wrap him up a little bit more. We'll get closer to it. I'm not going to let him spring into I'm chasing this and I'm getting it. I don't mind him looking, and I don't mind him going towards it because he's not dragging me, he's not pulling me. This is fine. The duck's seen us. The duck's going to fly off the moment he gets too close. So he stands no chance to get this duck, and he's on a leash. Even if I let the leash go now, he's not getting it. See, there it goes. He's now smelling. Yeah, probably smells the duck poo. I know a couple of dogs that really enjoy smelling duck poo and licking duck poo off the floor. They do. It's okay. Right. Sorry for the bad footage then. There's waving flies around from my face again. They're like everywhere. Because we're near the water, I expect. It's not very nice. I don't know why he's so excited about something. I'm not walking down to the left, that's all boggy. Go straight on through here. See that? Look at that. It's raining so much, it's still all cracked and horrible. Pretty soft too. Sinking with my footsteps again. Right, he's pulling, so I'm sinking. I'm not leaning back on that. He stopped anyway, it's very kind of him. Yeah, we can get back on the path. Kinda. Very boggy here. Yeah, I'm not going up there. Look at this. He's super interested in you. I don't know why. So we'll wait for him. There you go. There's a jogger. We'll let the jogger go past. I have a suspicion he remembers the dogs from here. And that's what we're waiting for, him to realise there's no dogs here. Nice. There we go. My boots are all muddy. I don't know if he wants to, he can go sniff the guy. I'm leaving muddy footprints behind me. Alright. That was weird. I have a very, very strong suspicion in Roadie's memory are the dogs that were there that caused us bother. Because nothing else explains that look he just gave that young lad. That was very unnecessary and very intense. But as always, it's just a case of let him figure it out, let him work it out. You don't need to, there's nothing bad there, there's nothing that can upset you, so do what you need to do, Mira. What are you doing, you clown? That was one of the weirdest things I've seen you do. You strange boy. We'll carry on. Okay, so there's more children at this play park. I can see them. Roadie's not clocked them yet because they're hiding behind the little play tower. I think they're on the seesaw. You might be able to hear them. I don't know if you can see over the bush. You probably see something. Oh, you can see around the side of it. Okay, I can see around the back of it too. Okay, I've got a bit of a pool coming here. Last time he just walked around this tree, which was weird. I don't really mind if that's what he wants to do again. No skin off my nose. I don't even mind if he wants to watch the children play. It's absolutely okay. A little pool. It's not awful. It's just little. Okay. Yeah, I wonder what he's going to make of children on a seesaw. Anyway, I'm going to wave today. Excuse me. I do want to avoid the boggy long grass from here, so I am going to make a left turn. There's a dog on a leash over there. Okay, oh, you pooing in the bush? Oh my word. What is it with some of these dogs? I'm supposed to collect this. Well, this is going to be fun, folks. I need both hands, excuse me. Okay, we've got a little dog over there. Already spotted it. I had to literally drag him to the bin to put his poo in the bin. They want to go past. I don't think they want to meet us, but their dog's distracted, which is fine. So I will just walk off and he's following me. Nice. But yeah, I'm not carrying around an open bag of poo. He's back look at the dog. And that dog's doing things with its owner. I'm not interested. We'll just wait for him. They've taken one look at Roadie and decided no. They're coming down the path. I hadn't seen them. I was picking up the poo. I turned around, they clocked us, and then they turned around and they've been doing this since. You can see how intense he is, and this might take a while. There we go. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I don't like doing that. Dragging him out the way to do something is not the way it's done. It doesn't help anything, but I really want to be in the way of other people who want to get past with their dog, and I'm walking around with a poo bag. It's not tied up. Roadie getting all intense on another dog. Anyhow, here's what it is. We have managed to have a look at the dog and come away. He's still fixating on it. Not much less. Good, we're walking again. I know we're a lot further away. But yeah, ultimately that's what he needs to do. We need to do an absolute ton of that. Absolute ton of it. He needs to see dogs, smell them, hear them, and then realise, nah, and move on. He is not going to ever be a social butterfly. It's not ever going to be a Rollo. But it doesn't need to be. That's also the point. To work with the breed you've got, they have a certain set of genetics. They don't necessarily want to tear everything they come across into pieces. They do need to be shown how to be calm in the face of things that excite them. Don't drink that, you weirdo. Or do. Yuck. Sure. That's not the cleanest water I've ever seen in my life. Wow. Up to you. Okay, one person ahead. Teenagers going to play cricket, and not really the weather for that, folks, but okay. If you've got it organised, you've got it organised. This person going? Are they coming towards us, or are they following the path? You're welcome to go there, I'm not. Fly on my head again, they're already off there. Okay, the person is coming towards us. Alright, we'll go to the other side. I'd like to go up to the edge of the oval if I can. I'd like him to see what the children are doing. I think that they're geared up in cricket stuff. Oh, Roadie wants to go that way. I think it would be useful to him to go to the oval. He really wants to go this way. See, there we go, nice, he's understood me. Right, I need to just watch this for a sec, see what he makes of it. He's with me. Is he going to pay any attention to them, or is this just Smell City? Might just be Smell City. He's noticed them finally. Good. Doesn't care. Alright. Doesn't find that as interesting as I thought he would. Well, MP time. Well, if you don't find that interesting, so be it. I'll head this way. Again, same as always. I just walk. I'll show him the direction I want to go with my body. He's asking to go a different way, the answer is no, so I'll just lock him up and I will wait. We're going this way, he's over there somewhere, there he is. I can just see that on my screen. I can feel him breathing through the leash. Look at it shaking. That's him panting. And he's with me. Nice. Yeah. You can go smell down there, that's fine. Crack on. Okay, so there's more damaged stuff which you've seen before on videos. Again, he's going to ask me to go a different way. He's pointing that way over his head and his body. This is where he wants to go. That, unfortunately for him, is not where we're going. So I'm walking this way, no pressure, nicely done. There we go. You can go smell that. I don't really want him going behind it. What is he looking at? He's looking at something. Something's caught his attention, don't know what. Keep walking. He wants to go down there. I'm not really that keen on that. Much rather come this side of the trees, and you can go where there's no broken fencing. There's the scoop people. The puddle. Okay, so I do need to keep an eye out for things around me, cyclists and scooters and such. I don't envisage any significant issues here, but that's often where you get caught out. And the rain's starting again. Wonderful. Walking pretty nice. Good shakes. A nice relaxed pace. He's enjoying himself. He's not doing anything silly. This is nice. Well, I know this is familiar territory, but sometimes this is where he acts out a bit. Tends to get a bit excited and pull for home. A bit like he just started doing there. There's a smell up his nose for sure. It's okay. Right, same deal as always, and we go down the alleyway just so we don't encounter anything we don't want. We'll go on the shortest version of the leash and we'll just walk through. Something smells really nice here. Intriguing. I can't place it. I don't know what that smell is. It's definitely plants. Oh, look at this. Where does he go? So, same again. I'll face where we're going and I'm going to wait him out. He saw me turn my head. He knows I'm looking for him. Got a fly on my hand and it's tickling. So this is important. If I turn, he sees me looking, flies, he knows that I'm giving him power. This is just some stubbornness we've got to work through. He wants to carry on walking. Answers no. Don't want to be the guy that just drags him with the leash. I know I've had to do that already this walk. I'm not doing it again. Oh, here he comes. Nice. Good. Okay, so the phone's going to go a bit shaky while I grab the leash up. So he's watching the children play over there. They're over there. If you can see them, that's fine. No issue with that. Right, let's get going. Okay. Get the the leash nice and short. Just ripped the mic. Still barely hanging on. It's probably going to be making a hell of a lot of noise. I'm rubbing on my coat. Oh, I might have to cut this footage. Or actually just mute the sound. Right, so here we go. Straight through this bit and to his home. Flies in my ear. What's wrong with these animals? They die. Okay, we're good to go. Straight across. Nicely done. There are literally hundreds of them on me. Flies, and look on my shoulders. I'm covered in flies. I already realised my dogs have been here. Or it just smells good of mud in the arch, don't know which. Well, when he's finished. Okay. Right, we'll stop filming there. I'm just going to go in and get him out of his harness.